CNN has released fresh video showing Floyd Mayweather departing the country late last night, shortly after federal authorities carried out a raid at his residence. Just a day ago, Floyd Mayweather's residences in Miami and Las Vegas were searched by Homeland Security officials following accusations that he had taken part in several fraudulent and scam-related business dealings. Although several employees, along with friends and relatives, were present at the time, the main suspect, Floyd Mayweather Jr., could not be located. Since then, federal authorities have remained on alert while attempting to determine his location. This search is what brought them to his Miami residence, but unfortunately, he was not there.
Not bad for a high school dropout.
Based on information shared by an unnamed witness, the search of Floyd's residence was part of federal agents' ongoing probe into the questionable property claims he had reportedly been promoting. During the operation, investigators allegedly discovered counterfeit paperwork along with questionable ownership records tied to several of his properties. A major concern surrounding Floyd involves the massive debts he is believed to owe. The witness also stated that he had accumulated significant unpaid taxes. In addition, he reportedly owes money to numerous car dealerships nationwide, as well as multiple jewelry and fashion retailers.
Now I'm here to talk to the people about one of my jewelers. It's not one of my new jewelers, one of my low-key jewelers, Tony, at Pasha in Manhattan Beach, California. You guys need to come check him out. Now today, let me show you guys what I purchased from Tony. Tony, matter of fact, I don't need to tell him, you tell him.
We got a little rose gold sky dweller, chocolate dial, 40 karat pear shape, 1 carat each, tennis bracelet, only the best for the champ.
Now when you guys come here,
it was also reported that he had allegedly signed multiple endorsement agreements and contracts worth millions through fraudulent means without meeting the obligations required on his end. The witness explained, Floyd is deeply in debt, and the only realistic way to recover the money now is by taking control of some of his properties and obtaining the questionable certificates he reportedly uses as collateral when securing funds. When agents arrived at his Miami residence, the situation unfolded the same way. Authorities expected to locate him there, but after discovering he was not present, they conducted an intense search throughout the entire property. During the operation, investigators left with several pieces of jewelry and various documents, including some key records they believe he would soon attempt to reclaim. Not long after the search took place, footage and reports surfaced showing him leaving the United States aboard his private jet. The place he traveled to quickly became controversial. On Instagram, he shared a photo claiming he was on his way to China, which misled many people. However, after further investigation, federal officials obtained flight details from the airport and discovered that his actual destination was Dubai, the same city linked to a separate controversy involving him last year. In a social media upload featuring several photos from the airport and inside his private jet, the former world champion appeared to disguise where he was going by suggesting he was being paid to enjoy luxury travel overseas. In the caption, Floyd described the large amount of money supposedly involved in attaching his name to the trip, which authorities believe was meant to mislead both fans and investigators about his real whereabouts.
today, we got 2 different colors, check it out. See color down here? Look at the color up top. Time me to go to bed. Time me to go to bed. I'll see you guys in the land.
Right. Now I'm in Beijing, China, visiting the Great Wall. widely known as one of the world's greatest landmarks. It's a destination I've always wanted to experience during my travels. Timing matters, though. Making this trip with 23 people has been amazing, and getting paid $3 million just to spend a few days relaxing here in luxury definitely makes it even better. When your money reaches this level, everything changes. I move differently, dress differently, and live differently because my wealth is on another level. Even though the reason behind that payment was never clearly explained, one detail became certain after Homeland Security officials reviewed the situation. Floyd Mayweather was actually in Dubai, not China. In one of the photos he posted, he is seen holding a large Birkin bag, a luxury accessory that can cost close to $80,000.
So, y'all gotta know the difference between a hack bag.
The total value of the rest of his outfit remains unknown. However, in the case of Money Mayweather, he frequently attempts to reinforce the idea that finances are not a problem for him. While federal authorities continued their investigation, a former employee of Floyd Mayweather, who chose to stay anonymous, shared additional information about where he was and why he made the trip. The individual spoke about issues Mayweather allegedly had with authorities in Dubai the previous year, claiming those problems had not been fully resolved and that this visit was connected to settling that situation. According to the source, he had been given an ultimatum. Another reason mentioned was that he also had legitimate brand-related commitments there that required his presence.
Problem he going through, I think it may be getting real.
Wow, that's crazy, man. And you would figure his big homie Al Heyman would rectify it.
Al's a powerhouse. Al's that dude. Al should be able to rectify anything. He's a Harvard lawyer. He's smart. He got PVC. He raised a couple.
Floyd reportedly assured officials in Dubai that he would organize a boxing event there. They allegedly paid him to help promote the sport in the region and build interest similar to what has happened in Saudi Arabia. However, after receiving the money, he later declined to fight there, saying it could damage his reputation. If that had been the only issue, the situation might have been easier to resolve. But according to the former employee, Mayweather had several financial matters connected to Dubai that could take years to settle. The source claimed this was one of the main reasons he traveled there, both to distance himself from the situation and to look for a way to address the problems in the city. The ex-employee also stated that, despite casinos being illegal there, Floyd allegedly took part in gambling and lost significant amounts of money, which eventually led to mounting debt.
All the money in the world, I think they may not want it. Some different countries be wanting different things. Think about it. How many times have, we've been involved with something and we go, nah, man, we just throw some paper at it. And I'm talking back in the days when we were doing our little 1-2s.
Correct.
And nah, they don't want to drop the case. You be like, I'll put the money up for the lawyer. I'll put the money up for the bail. They don't want to drop it.
He reportedly gambled heavily, spending far beyond his limits. But being Money Mayweather, he secured additional funds to continue playing, with the expectation that he would repay them, yet he left without settling the debt. While many might assume he's untouchable, that's not the case. The only reason he isn't facing immediate consequences is that he has managed to keep these issues quiet. During a previous incident in Dubai, the same former employee provided details about Floyd's problems there. I haven't spoken to Floyd in a while, but I'm still close with his right-hand man. I've known him for 25 years, the source explained. I tried reaching out to see if he knew what was happening, but he didn't respond. When he finally did, they probably didn't want to discuss it, but he admitted, look, they got him over there. According to the insider, Floyd stayed in Dubai for about a month, and the trouble reportedly revolves around money. Even though Floyd has significant funds, he must hope the situation doesn't escalate into legal action.
We really don't got no paper like that saved up. So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through $5, $6, $7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but me and you, we real. We never count nobody's paper. So
not at all.
I hope he got $10 billion. And I hope he get out of his problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out. Like whatever the tab is, he should be able to wire that.
Yeah, I think he could do that with no problem.
According to the source, Floyd allegedly owes money to certain individuals over transactions that fell through, and they are attempting to recover their funds in Dubai. The situation is complicated because the rules there differ from those in the U.S. Authorities, or creditors could choose to take legal action or handle it in other ways, meaning the circumstances could have become very serious for him. The insider added, he was essentially trapped. He didn't have his passport or other travel documents, but he was staying in a 6-star hotel, living the usual Floyd Mayweather lifestyle. He went on to explain the underlying issues from the past and why Floyd might be traveling there now to resolve those outstanding matters.
It really is something.
He did. He made $1 billion plus. Floyd made a lot of money. And I don't really know Floyd's business, so I'm not going to speak on Floyd's business, but Floyd's very, as the world knows, he's money made, very flashy. Look, man, we both made some real money, but you start burning through, you make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month. You ain't really got that much money.
Shit, he probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes say we made $3 million, we burning through $100,000 a month.
Floyd has earned an enormous fortune, reportedly surpassing $1 billion. While it's clear he has made immense wealth, spending at that level often leaves little real profit. Although he possesses plenty of money, those in Dubai may not be satisfied with cash alone. They might want something else entirely, and this time his wealth may not solve the problem, even with such massive debts. Fortunately for him, he was eventually released from Dubai, which likely offered some relief and allowed him to resume his business ventures, return to his usual lifestyle, and possibly get back to training. However, back in the United States, his situation has grown more complicated. In Dubai, only he was detained, and authorities secured his private jet to prevent any escape. In contrast, due to recent allegations of fraud and financial misconduct in America, reports from his former employee suggest that many of his properties could soon face seizure.
I don't always talk about different things that I'm doing. What I'm working on right now in New York City, I know you guys, if you guys haven't seen one of my buildings, is One Summit.
Yes.
It's one of the tallest commercial buildings in the world. So just in New York alone, I got 9 skyscrapers.
Yeah. What's the address of that building?
So what I'm working on, I want you guys to know that
The former employee confirmed the situation in an interview, stating, "Yes, things have become much more complicated recently, especially regarding his accounts and properties. They are pushing for payment and are willing to go to any lengths. Floyd is managing it as best he can, and we hope it gets resolved, but honestly, it's wild. It seems the debts have been accumulating over several months, which has now pushed Floyd Mayweather to put some of his properties up for sale. The goal is to prevent federal authorities from seizing them. However, as the ongoing investigations have shown, the agents are proving to be far more strategic than Floyd. Interestingly, while Floyd presented the sales as part of a plan to diversify his investments, Ellerby offered a slightly different perspective. Many of these properties are on the market for that reason. It's not necessarily a bad thing. If they are taken, we have plans to act similarly as well.
So, my thing is this. I just like to, bring you guys into my world, let you know that, I'm not faking it. When I say I got certain things, it's not bragging or boasting. I'm just saying that.
Recently, Floyd Mayweather listed several of his properties for sale, leaving many people wondering about the reason behind it. Beyond what he shared in his own posts, fans were puzzled, questioning why someone like Floyd Mayweather, widely recognized for his wealth and success, would put his high-value real estate on the market. With a portfolio valued at over $250 million, including luxurious mansions, the move came as a shock. Famous for his lavish lifestyle and savvy investments, he stated that the sales were part of efforts to further diversify his holdings.
All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
Among his collection, 9 skyscrapers stand out, with 1 Vanderbilt, a 93-story tower, serving as the centerpiece. Interestingly, Mayweather explained that he wasn't merely selling properties, he was expanding his investments into a broader real estate portfolio. But what was the real reason behind this change? On Instagram, Floyd Mayweather shared insights into his strategy, describing a shift in how he manages his assets. After years of hard work and dedication, I've been able to secure generational wealth for my family, he stated, highlighting the long-term plan guiding his decisions.
So, like any kind of bag and everything you can name is one of my closets. Always make sure it look like Nina's.
What consequences might Mayweather's financial team face? That's all for today. For the latest updates on news, highlights, events, and developments in the boxing world, make sure to stay connected by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to enable notifications so you're alerted whenever we release high-quality content like this. See you next time!